Hello everyone, I'm Avni Gol and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about food chain. So let's begin. First of all, the main question would be, what is a food chain? A food chain is a linear sequence of links in a food web that starts from species that are called producers and it ends at species that are called decomposers. Now what's the difference? Here's an example of a food chain. Usually producers are plants, and the reason behind that is they use everything from nature such as sun, air, water and soil to create their food and food for the other species as well. Then come the first type of consumers. Those are herbivorous. Now here, instead of herbivorous, it can also be omnivorous, okay? Because they eat the producers or the plants. Then come the second consumers that are again omnivorous or carnivorous, okay? So animals eat animals and again they are also eaten by other animals and this keeps going on. And later, all of these meat, this dead meat, is taken up by detritivores. Those are nothing but scavengers and parasites mainly. Rest of them, except that it can be mushrooms, that's a type of algae, anything that decomposes dead meat. Now what is the difference between a food chain and a food web? Let's see. A food chain follows a single path as each animals eat other, while food web shows how plants and animals are interconnected by different paths. A food chain, as I showed you in the previous slide, I showed you here, it follows a particular path where first the plants are eaten and then slowly animals are eat one another, right? But in a food web, it shows how plants and animals are interconnected by different paths. And here's an example. This is related to the marine life, right? We eat the fish or it's eaten by dolphins, right? The tuna fishes, they eat different fishes and at the same time even a bird can eat them, right? So one thing can be eaten by different species as well is what a food web shows us. Okay. Animals and plants are linked by food chains. Animals get energy and nutrients by eating other animals or plants. For example, caterpillars eat leaves, small birds eat caterpillars, owls eat small birds, and eagles eat owls, right? And these links between animals and plants are called as food chains. And nearly all food chains, as I told you, starts with a green plant. If one part of a food chain alters, the whole food chain is affected. For example, if a disease suddenly wipes out caterpillars, it would affect owls, eagles, and so many more animals. So this is the concept of a food chain, right? And what are the components of a food chain now? Producers are organisms that make their own food from a primary source, such as sunlight. They are often called as autotrophs or primary producers. Okay, and they are mostly the start of a food chain. Second is the herbivorous. Herbivorous or primary consumers or the first consumers are animals that only eat these green plants. Okay, so you need someone to eat those plants, right? And that's what herbivores do. Then comes carnivorous. Carnivorous or secondary consumers are animals that eat meat. And carnivorous also will, obviously they will eat the plants, the animals that eat plants, right? So now carnivorous are eating the primary consumers. Omnivorous will eat both plants and animals, and we humans are also omnivores. So omnivores can appear absolutely anywhere, right? Moving ahead, we also have a species called tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers eat the secondary consumers. They are also part of secondary consumers, but usually they are found eating other secondary consumers. These include a lion, the tigers, the cheetahs, and things like that. The top predators, okay, this is another species, animals that have little or no natural enemies, like a crocodile. A crocodile has no enemy, no natural enemy, and is the same with a polar bear. There are many species like this. These are just a few examples. And lastly is the detrivorous or decomposers. When any organism dies, it is eventually eaten by detrivorous like a vulture, the worms, crabs. Mostly they are scavengers and parasites. Okay. When any okay, so organisms eaten by detrivorous is broken down by decomposers. Now here's another species, decomposers, like bacteria and fungi. This include mushrooms, right? Now once they die, right, the detrivorous die, it is broken down by decomposers, right? They decompose into the soil because of bacteria and fungi. And here's a note, when one species goes extinct, it can affect an entire chain of other species and it can have unpredictable consequences. Have a good day. With that, we've come to the end of today's video. Hope you all liked it. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Comment down below for any doubts, suggestions or anything that you would like me to know. See you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Goodbye.